From VTV Channel 6 Studios in downtown Vernal, this is Local Point with your host, Chris Piner.
Hey there, everyone. Welcome to Local Point, sponsored by Ashley Regional Medical Center. I'm David Gale. Obviously, I'm not Chris Piner. I'm filling in for him today. Now, there's a wide variety of things to do in Vernal during the summer, and one of the biggest events is, of course, the Uintah County Fair. On today's show, we're going to preview all the fun. During this segment, we're going to welcome into the studio two people who help organize the event, Derk and Tracie Smuin from the Western Park. Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
I'm so excited because I got this huge sheet with all this stuff that goes on during the fair. But before we get to that, I want to talk a little bit about you two and your involvement in the fair. How long have you been organizing? I mean, you guys are the head honchos. You do everything?
Well, this is basically our 20th year together at Western Park, and we've been with the fair now for about 5 years, maybe 6 years, putting it together. We're the #3 fair in the state now. The state fair,
wow,
and the Weber County Fair are a little bit bigger than we are, but we'll soon take them over. They'll probably have the state fair out here before long.
Oh, you think so? We're going to bring them all?
They're looking this way.
That's awesome. You guys apparently seem to be you get along if you've been doing it for 5 years now.
I follow orders well.
Oh, is that what it is? She's in charge and you just do what you're told?
Yep.
Smart men let women do that.
Yep.
So what has happened in the last 5 years to make it what it is now? Is it grown? Is it the same thing that you've done since year one?
It's grown by leaps and bounds. In the next segment, you'll see Brian Grayson and Greg Stensgaard. We really appreciate all the time and effort that they put in with Greg with his wrestling team and the fights they put in, and Pete Martin Drilling letting us use his helicopter to drop candy. But the fair's grown from basically, spread out over 14, 15 days to more consolidated now to just a few days. We didn't want to do a whole bunch of things so. We want to do 6 or 8 things really well in 3 or 4 day time period.
Okay.
And that's what we've elevated to. We brought the concerts up to standard now this year. We get Charlie Jenkins. We've been after Charlie for a long time. Hometown hero, done well, Nashville star singer. His dates never would line up with us, so we were able to bring Charlie in this year. Opening for him would be Sheena Easton. She's our own little Tridell star that's going to be a big name someday here across the nation. So the biggest demolition derby in the state. Tracie's new event this year, the 10-pound hamburger sponsored by Golden Corral.
Ooh, tell me a little about that. Should we have Tracie talk to us about this? Tracie, tell me about this. I've seen a picture. I looked in the paper and suddenly there was this delicious burger looking at me.
It's awesome. It is. Golden Corral special made it for us. Special made the bun, everything. It's 10 pounds. First person to eat it, we'll have 4 of them there that day. Come that day, sign up. We'll be able to, the first person that eats it wins $250.
Well, you have to eat an entire 10-pound hamburger?
If you can't do that, the one that weighs the least amount as far as the hamburger itself afterwards will be the winner. There will be a winner whether they eat it all the way or not, but the one that eats the most. Whoever wants to, whoever's brave enough.
I'm sure we'll have more than...
Because I'm interested already.
Sure, yeah.
Yes.
You only have an hour to eat it though, and literally, Dave, this thing's this tall and this big around.
It's awesome.
There were 11 of us during the promos at Golden Corral. 11 of us could only eat half of it.
11 of you together?
Yeah,
yes.
Literally, can anybody eat 10 pounds of anything in an hour?
We actually have on record a 50-pound hamburger in Pennsylvania that's been going on for several years that a 270-pound man ate and a 135-pound woman ate. You have to do it in an hour and hold it down. You can't puke for 20 minutes afterwards.
So the rule is you have to hold it in, no vomiting, no projectile out this direction for 20 minutes after you're finished or after that hour.
Right.
So basically you have an hour and 20 minutes. The first hour, consume, 20 minutes, hold it in.
And if you haven't been to our food eating contest, it's in the amphitheater and the whole place is lined with plastic, and it is a puke fest. People, when we finally get done with everything and they start eating the root beer, drinking the root beer, we've actually got a picture of a little gal with a projectile puke about that far. It's beautiful, and Tracie won't let me publish it. It is. It's gorgeous.
Okay. What? Besides the projectile-inducing, vomit-inducing eating contest that we have here, what can people? This is a day that this happens. We've got a concert. Charlie Jenkins is coming.
Yes,
when's that happening?
That is actually right after the county drop. It'll be at 8 o'clock that evening. Something neat that Charlie has done with us this year is we've teamed up with him. In lieu of purchasing your tickets, you just need to bring a generous donation to the local food pantry. Bring it to the Western Park office during business hours, and you'll get your tickets free.
Really?
And that's for the reserved tickets. And then if you like the lawn, you don't even have to have a ticket for that. Just come that evening. If you want to bring food for the food pantry that night, we'll accept it also. Wow. So it's just a fun night under the stars, and Charlie's here. We'll have an awesome concert. It'll be great.
And a great cause, getting food. That's awesome. Okay, so we've got concert. We got the big burger, candy drop that we're going to talk about a little bit more in just a second. Other main things that are happening during this period of time.
Dwarf car race. We want to talk about the Diamond Mountain Speedway. We probably have the biggest population of dwarf cars in the nation right here in Vernal, Utah. The small race cars that you see on the trailers around town. That's going to be in the outdoor arena Friday night of the fair. And it's a hoot. It is a hoot. These guys really get some speed up. They're very competitive. We have 2 world champions living here in Vernal from the dwarf car world. So we've got some great talent. Yeah.
Yes, it will be a great show.
And speaking of cars, at the very end of the fair, kind of the wrap-up event is another car-based competition of sorts. What are we talking about?
The Demolition Derby.
Of course.
It is the sellout crowd of the year. It's the biggest crowd we host at Western Park. Starts at 7 o'clock that night. Come early, save your place. You'll want to, because like I said, it's sold out. During that, we'll have the tug of war between 2 law enforcement officers and groups. They'll tug of war, and then that night, to kind of finish it off, Vernal City is donating fireworks to end their celebration for the 100 years.
Because it's our centennial.
It's a big show.
It's our time to party. We can't forget fireworks at the very end. We've got like a whole week of just cool stuff going on there.
But in the background of all of this is the carnival. And the carnival starts Wednesday night with family night. It's an economical night for the family to come. You can buy tickets, ride the rides that night.
That's right.
And then the carnival runs Wednesday through Saturday night, and it'll run even past our derby. So we have that in the background of the derby too. It's just a fun week.
And booths galore. You've got one of the biggest food courts that we've ever had, along with all of the vendors, the adult crafts, the children's crafts, car show, probably the finest car show in the state. These aren't just run-of-the-mill cars. We really attract the best of the best.
We do. The Little Red Barn is a fun addition that we added last year. It's just a hands-on interactive thing. Your young kids can come. They get to start with the process of farming. They plant plants. They get to get the
harvest them.
Get
to milk a cow, take
really?
the eggs from the chickens, ride a tractor, and then go to the market with it. It's awesome. It is so much fun.
And we have a magician too. I want to make sure we got that.
Magician Friday, 3 shows, 1, 3, and 7.
Anything else? We only got a couple seconds. Anything else?
You name it.
There's so much.
Everything.
Go online. Go online. Where can they go online?
UintahCountyFair.com. Go on. It shows everything there. If you have questions about the fair, it will be able to be answered either by email or through the different pages that are on our website.
And this was in the paper this week?
It is, and it's found around town.
Paper there. All over town. This has been great. Thank you so much. I'm so excited about the fair. I want to go right now. Let's go. We're going to be right back, though, because we got to talk to a couple other people about what we talked the candy drop, right? And the big fighting competition. So stay with us. We're going to be right back after this break from Ashley Regional Medical Center.